Hi guys, welcome to Sarap, Texas. Today we're gonna make sinigang na vaca. I believe that's how it says. It's beef sinigang, which is a sweet and tart soup. It's a Filipino dish, which is really good on cold days, and as of late the weather has been pretty chilly. So we need a big pot. There's water in it. There's 8 cups of water, and that's just going by the packet. You need the packet of soup. I don't know how to make it out of scratch, so my family just sends me sinigang packet. And you just follow the directions. It says to put 8 cups, so you just put 8 cups. You're gonna need beef. Rick will explain more on the beef. Tomatoes, onions, broccoli, and spinach. So I'm going to switch out, and Rick's going to show you how to cut up and talk to you about meat. Okay?
Okay, since Sam doesn't like touching meat, I'm going to be cutting up the meat. First, you need a big knife. Second, you need some kind of meat. You can use any kind of roast. We got a beef chuck shoulder roast. Make sure it's got some decent marbling in it, because the fat's what gives it good flavor, but not too much fat. If you don't want a whole lot of fat, you can trim some off. We just throw it in there and let it melt off. I'm going to cut it into about, I don't know, 1 to 2 inch cubes. The thickness of this is fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go down, cutting into long strips. And be careful, don't cut your fingers or anything. And I'm going to cut it, I don't know, inch and a half sections. Just depends on how big you want your meat in your sinigang. I'm more about the broccoli in the sinigang, to tell you the truth. If you don't want that fat, you can cut it out, but I don't mind a little fat. There you go. That's how to cut up the meat. And do we put it in the pot now, or do we wait?
Yeah.
Me and Sam have differences of opinions on this. Me, I want to put the soup mix in the water already, and I want to sear the meat first to give it more flavor. Sam says Grandma doesn't do that. So since Grandma doesn't do that, we're not going to do that. So we're just putting the meat in the boiling water, which was boiling, and we'll turn back on here in a second. And then you either wash your cutting board, flip it over so Sam can do the veggies. And that's it.
Hey guys, so now we're going to cut up the onions and the tomatoes. They need to be put in first, since they need to cook a bit. So I'm not that good with knife work, so if I make you nervous, I'm really sorry. So just cut off the ends, or just that one end, and then quarter it. And that's it. I'll do that for this one too. Okay. And then the same thing goes for the onions. You just want to quarter it.
Take the paper off.
That's not what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, take the paper off. And work fast, or be careful and work fast. That way you don't have to deal with all the crying and all that. Oh, no, no! Alright, and then you just pop this into the pot. And then we'll wait a few minutes until the meat is not really full on tender, but just tender enough, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's more of an eye thing. So we'll wait for a bit.
How long is a bit?
a bit, I guess 20 minutes? 15 minutes? Yeah. So we'll wait, and we actually need to... So we'll wait, and then we'll put the packet in.
So why don't we put the packet in now?
Because that's how Grandma taught me.
Okay. And if we're going to have the thing on medium or so, you want to keep it like a heavy simmer or a really light boil. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. See, what would I do without you, man?
Normally I'm the one cooking this. It's just her turn to do a video.
And so yeah, we'll come back in a bit, and we'll put the packet in, and then we'll wait for a little bit more, and then we'll put the broccoli and the spinach in, and we'll have sinigang. Okay guys, it's been a bit. It's been 20 minutes. We're going to put in the packet now. I had to cut it because it's really hard to just rip it open, and I didn't want sinigang mix everywhere. So I'm just going to stir this a bit.
See how the tomatoes are wrinkled and the meat's cooked a little bit.
I'm just going to pour it in. That's it. And then we'll wait another 20 minutes or so.
And then do what?
And we'll add in the broccoli and the spinach. And then we'll let that cook for a little bit more. And then we'll have sinigang.
Are you going? Okay. Because I like the broccoli stalks too, we're going to go ahead and cut them up and put it in now beforehand, because since they need longer to cook. Just going to cut off the broccoli ends. Let Sam deal with that later. You don't have to eat the stalks if you don't like them. They got decent flavor, and I didn't get a whole lot of broccoli, so we need more. So to do the stalks, peeling them might not hurt. I'm just going to trim off the ends. Try not to cut your fingers off when you're doing this. If you feel like peeling them with like a paring knife, you can do that. But I like big knives. Get it to about like that, where most of the skin and stuff's off, because that can be kind of tough, especially on older ones. And just do like that. And do like that. Just quarter it. We're going to repeat the process on the other ones. I'm going to put this in the trash. And these in there. They take quite a bit longer to cook than regular broccoli. Sinigang. Okay, and I'm just going to repeat the process on the others and put it in there. And Sam will be back to do the rest of the broccoli.
Alright, so you guys saw how he cut off the stems. And now we're just going to cut off the tops. You can use either a big knife or a small little paring knife. I just like cut it in half. Quarter it. I like quartering it. It's easy. I don't have to worry about my fingers so much. So you just do that to the rest of the broccoli. And it really is just all depends on your taste. So I don't really know how much broccoli you like, but we like quite a lot.
Rick likes a lot of broccoli.
Rick likes a lot of broccoli. Like half the pot will be filled with broccoli instead of the other important ingredients.
And if you like broccoli, you can always put more broccoli in after you eat all the broccoli in the pot and recook it in the juices.
Oh, there you go. Ah. So yeah, you just oops. Just quarter it.
Always make 2 trips to the pot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. So, I'm going to bring this to the pot. So that we can get cooking. Oh, no. Just dunk it in.
You gotta remember what side the camera's on, babe. There you go.
Sorry.
That's a lot better view.
Get all that extra broccoli bits, florets, bits. You and your bits.
Itty bitty, teeny weeny. Got a little polka dot bikini.
Alright, and the rest are all teeny. So just take this, pop it in, pop this in, stir it up,
Yum.
get it in the soups.
I'm not good at focusing, if you couldn't tell.
So half the video is blurry.
Well, you gotta teach me how to use it or we gotta find my camera.
Okay.
Is that gonna be enough juice? You need to add more water.
Oh, it'll all cook now. And then the spinach. And it's all to your taste again. That's what we usually do.
And we got the pre-washed bag spinach, but if it's not pre-washed, make sure you wash it and get all the dirt and grit off of it. But ours is, that bag's pre-washed, and it was actually cheaper than the fresher spinach, so that's what we got.
Get in!
Just put the lid on it, it'll shrink up.
Oh, get in, I'll put the lid on.
Tell them.
You gotta put the lid on it so it can shrink up. Remember, keep it to like medium.
A little bit lower than medium.
A little bit lower than medium. Just like a teeny boil. Make sure you have your rice ready or whatever you want to eat it with, but this meal deserves rice. If you don't know how to cook rice, then I guess I can show you guys how to cook rice in a later video. So.